Why is Zoro always getting lost? The most simple answer is it's just a running gag, and that answer is boring. What makes One Piece truly exceptional is the vibrant and dynamic storytelling that spark engaging discussions, and at times there are theories that align so seamlessly with the narrative that they could almost be considered canon. I'm looking at you, Miss Crocodile. Let me give you an exciting answer to this question. Why is Zoro always getting lost? It's because Zoro is a frog. Well, that sentence sounded much cooler inside my head, but bear with me for a moment. Put it more accurately, his character was based on fables of frog. His green color motif and weapon on his mouth. Now, that's totally a frog reference, right? Right? However, what makes it more interesting is when you learn that the Japanese word for frog, keru, sounds exactly the same as the word keru. That means return or go back. This is a wordplay on getting lost. Frogs in Japan are a symbol of safe return home. So, if you think about it, Zoro was not lost. He was just instinctively navigating his way back to his home country Wano, which is a good news for Hiyori Zoro shippers like me. Go back home, Zoro. Now, since you're here, let me tell you about the fables of our froggy friend. The most obvious reference would be the frog in the well. It pertains to a frog who narrow-mindedly thinks that he knows everything there is to know of until he learns the existence of the vast sea that is massively incomparable to the well he lived in all his life. In the early days of One Piece, Zoro thought that he was one of the strongest swordsmen, but then Mihawk happened and then suddenly we are made aware of how little we know about this fictional world. There is a lesser known story about the frog and the scorpion. Once upon a time, there was a frog and a scorpion who wished to cross the river. Being not able to swim, the scorpion asked to ride the frog's back, but the frog refused, saying that they will both become fish food if the scorpion accidentally sting him in the middle of the river. But somehow the scorpion convinced the frog. So when they arrive on the middle of the river, the scorpion sting the frog and they both said hello to the fishes at the bottom of the river. In the live action, we see Zoro getting invited by number 7 to join the Baroque work, but instead he declined and sliced the scorpion in half. A complete reversal to the frog and scorpion story. But what made it more compelling is that while Zoro refused Baroque work's invitation, he then joined Luffy. Once upon a time, there was a frog attempting to climb a tower, despite other frogs telling him, "Give up, it's impossible to climb the tower." The frog continued trying until he eventually managed to reach the top of the tower. The other frogs, in amazement, asked him, "How did you do this?" At that very moment, they realized that the frog that climbed the high tower has always been deaf. Unwavering determination and strong willpower are like the starter kit for your typical protagonist. Now add some rivalry into the mix. You'll have your shonen protagonist formula. But having two protagonist level characters romance each other towards their dreams, that's an underrated formula in my opinion. Zoro and Luffy are both frogs in the well, swimming across the river, climbing atop the tower. Seeing their mutual alliance develop into friendship is one of the most important plot points of the series. Zoro might not know left and right, but he always finds his way by continuously moving forward. He does not retreat, he does not surrender. With sheer determination, he moves straight forward, straight towards his goal, onwards to the top. Thank you for watching. Do you also think that Zoro is a frog? Please leave your comments down below. And as always, I will reply to all those comments as much as possible. Again, thanks for watching, my friend. Bye.